Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Thank you for joining me for this pick a card reading. This is an energy reading, a message for your soul, for your heart, concerning or affirming the energy around you at this time. So take a moment, a nice deep breath, tune into your intuition. We have 3 different groups to choose from. Group 1, 2, and 3. Whichever group is tugging or pulling at your intuition the strongest is most likely the message for you. You may feel guided towards more than one message. Trust your intuition, follow your own discernment, your own feelings always. I will place timestamps in the description of this video for anyone that wants to jump right into the reading. And I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, for allowing me to share these messages with all of you. It truly is my honor and pleasure. And I just welcome all of you. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. And to all my subscribers, I love you infinitely so very much. Thank you so much for all your love and support and your beautiful, amazing energy to read for. So with that, let's just get right into it. We'll start with group number 1. All right, group number 1. Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Let's see what your energy read is and what your heart wants you to know. We have the Angel of Strength. This is beautiful. So strength, I'm feeling a lot of just beautiful support around you right now. A lot of beautiful supportive energy, supporting whatever decisions you're facing right now that are in front of you. Whatever you feel that you need to tune into, your courage, your bravery, if there are any sort of activities or projects or things that you want to start right now, I feel like you're going to feel the confidence to begin those, to take action in those ventures, like new ventures, just new ways of expressing yourself with the world. It could be creatively, some things that you've always wanted to tune into more creatively, have more time to do those things and also feel supported while you're doing them. New ways of sharing however you feel guided to express right now. And I feel like if it has anything to do with relationships or situations, any sort of family dynamics, that you're being given the strength to be able to stay focused on the good in your life. Stay focused on whatever is feeling good for you, whatever's true for you, to be truly aligned with your integrity. Even if it requires patience or compassion for you to walk away from anything that's not serving you in terms of the moment, not reacting to things, giving yourself the opportunity to pull back and respond and have, that it's like that energy is then able to be channeled in a positive way. So for example, if you're feeling angry, it's really positive to be able to channel it in a creative way. If you're an artist or you're a writer or you make music, it's really awesome. It's an awesome way. It's a healthy way to channel any sort of emotions in a way that really benefits and helps you find that deeper understanding with yourself, experience it, and then have something that you're proud of to show for it, so to speak. So I feel it's reflective to everything in your life right now. We're going to pull from the Chrysalis Tarot. This is Papa Legba, Strength. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I can believe it, but my goodness, you have the Strength card again. So this is really a beautiful time in your life, even though it may feel very challenging, maybe one of the most challenging times in your life. I feel at the same time, and I feel like this is different for different groups of you. For some of you, this is a newfound strength that you've never experienced before. And for others, I feel like it's almost like a relief type of energy where you've been strong for a long time and now you're exploring your strength in ways that are very, it's like next level. I don't know how else to describe it besides saying it's next level. Like you're past all the hardship, you're past all of the emotional stuff, and you feel more grounded. Like this reading feels very grounded. The energy is very grounded, where it's like the focus isn't so much on struggles, where it's more focused on how you can now feel the strength return to you through your channeling of your challenges. So you may have been already creating for a while. You may have already been, expressing yourself, whether that's online or with friends and family in new ways. And I feel like you're receiving this new, it just feels like new strength in a revigorated type of way, where it's like you're just growing and you're becoming more grounded every day. Okay. And there's something here about really feeling, it's like you're not being triggered by anything. Whatever arises, whatever comes up. We have Papa Legba. He looks like he's like a traveler. He doesn't have a lot of belongings. He has his drum. He has his knapsack. He could be like a traveler or a wanderer type of fellow here. And yet it feels very grounded, like very much that you've overcome a lot of attachments. So it's like you've detached from the struggle and you're now able to walk in the strength that you are. All right. You've become the angel of strength. You are the angel of strength. Excuse me. This is really beautiful. So let's continue here. We have the Three of Stones. Wow. I just feel this immense grounded energy around you right now. You're very wise. You're very aware. And you're able to discern the energy around you and who you are very easily now, where it's like you just know. And it's like this newfound, with the star here, it feels so light, and yet it's so grounded. Like there's no floating around. There's no feeling like you need to be attached to something. You're not getting like tossed about. Like you're walking, every foot is solid, every move is solid. You're very sure within yourself. There's no fear when it comes to the unknown and what's ahead for you. I feel like here with the Three of Stones, you're very much a part of the co-creation of your life, of the world, in a very positive, profound way. You're very connected to your spirituality. You are like a shining star. It's like you've become your own shining star. You've claimed your star status on earth. And I just feel you are the angel of strength. You are this beautiful, energetic source of strength for yourself and for life around you. And I feel like even here with the owls, it's like your home, wherever you are, even, and we're outdoors here. I feel like there's like, even when you're traveling around and people don't know who you are, they sense the presence of your strength, and it's reassuring. Even if you never communicate with them, there's this energy where if you're in your community, or even like the grocery store, just anywhere, like people feel a sense of ease around you, and that's reflective of the strength that you embody. They can sense like that you are a solid person, that you're grounded, that you're, rooted in your heart, that you're going to make the right decisions regardless. Like, it's like there's this sense of ease around you. Even the animals feel it. They feel comfortable around you, So, and I feel like we have the horses here. She's holding a shining star, and the horses are just like, they're all playful and happy. Like there's a sense of happiness and joy, to see people like you in the world. That's what it feels like. It's like you're just a wonderful person, and it's being felt. And I feel like you feel that energetically, and you're like, wow, it's reflective to you of everything that you've been through, and it affirms for you, all the work that you've put in on yourself, choosing to heal yourself, choosing to go within yourself and sort out any sort of distortive type of energies. Your energy feels very strong, very nourishing, very much aligned with the truth of who you are and the truth of life itself. It's like there's a humbleness here, and there's an appreciation for the resources, for the time, the energy that's required to, live life. And so there's like an appreciation for seeing how others, go about the world and the energy they give. I feel like you're very much in service to life and to yourself. And it's just something that's being affirmed to you very much so right now. So that's really beautiful. Let's get a few clarifying cards here. Yeah, I feel like whatever struggles that you may have experienced are over. Like you are in the clear. There's no more struggles. There's no more challenges that you are feeling overwhelmed by. The challenges, if they arise, are like good ones, they're like exciting and fun. And I feel like you've really come into this place of your own authenticness where, it's like there's no point in even people, it's like I'm seeing in this card, people are like, there's no point in even starting conflict with this person. It's like I feel like there's like those people in our life that, you know, trigger us at you know, those points of growth where they almost see, they enjoy the reaction. And I feel like you're so beyond that now. Like you've really, this is being affirmed that nothing, no matter what, you're not going to react. You're always choosing to respond. And so it's like your presence, your energy exudes that. And I feel like people just, they relax, they calm down, and they're like, oh, you know, which is beneficial for them, right? Because it gives them the opportunity to learn from your presence and to, you know, look within themselves. I'm feeling like this energy of, it's like you've moved past so much, and the communication is very telepathic with you in terms of heart energy. I feel like you're able to connect in with the heart in a very deep way. And so you may be experiencing sort of like telepathic communication, consciousness with other like-minded individuals in the world, people who are rooted in, you know, being leaders of, you know, what's allowing growth and opportunity and that solid energy in the life. You're very much connected to your soul. So it's like, it feels very effortless in a sense where you don't have to think about it, and you know others aren't thinking about it. We're all in this together, and we're all being guided and led in this beautiful alignment of love and life energy itself. There's a freedom here where you're free to just be in the flow, in the moment every day, and it's really beautiful. You may be receiving some new ideas even when it comes to increasing your income, some more it's like passive income, things that you do, that you create, that you can share online. I'm feeling like some online activity, especially here with the Eight of Wands and the Star card. There's something here about you being in your own space and being able to create and being able to share authentically, and also receive, you know, create a business, do something business-wise that allows you to do what you love and be in service to yourself and others. I feel like that if there was any sort of internal conflicts going on, within your ego or within other personalities, that's over. And it's a really nice change for yourself. Like, I feel like you get to embody that energy of strength effortlessly now. It's like you've been shown your strength, and now you get to really experience your life free of all the turmoil. Okay. So you may be receiving messages, you may be communicating, you may be putting yourself out there a little bit more and receiving really positive feedback and communication. I feel like there's a lot of growth in that area of communication, getting back out into the world. Maybe you've been internal for a while, especially here with the Three of Stones. Like, I'm feeling you like being more internal, going within, and now here you're outside with the owls. There's a fire. It's like a more sociable type of energy where you feel more like being out and about more often than you were, especially here with this man. You know, it's like, and the star, it's like you're just open. There's a freedom that you feel like you've been through something, and it's really beautiful. I don't know how to describe it completely. However, you know, you are doing amazing. I feel like this is allowing you the confidence to really, you know, be in that mode of receptiveness too, of receiving, you know, the positive feedback, receiving the communication, and being able to grow your life in whichever ways you're being guided with no restrictions, no hindrances. There's pure freedom here, okay? King of Hearts, you have unlimited power here. You can do that. You can do anything on this canvas, anything. I really am feeling that with you. You know, whatever your heart is guiding you towards, that's, you know, you can do anything. You can do anything, and there's so many wonderful things to experience. And with this energy of strength, you know, there's no fear. There's no fear stopping you. This is really beautiful. So let's get some oracle cards here. Yeah, I'm just feeling you more social, you know, than you were before. And it feels really good just to kind of be out and about, or if you feel moved to go do something, you know, there's no anxiety around it. You can just go and, you know, experience things and enjoy yourself. And it also inspires you in new ways. Like, I'm seeing him out and about, and here he's talking to this fellow and about his business ideas or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, that's great, you know, and it's like everything's very reassuring. You feel very inspired, very balanced too in your life, you know, it's like there's a good balance going on. And I feel like even at times, you know, there's been people around you who may have, you know, they may have made you feel unbalanced at times. And however, they're all looking at you like you're standing up straight, you're balanced, and they're all like sitting down. They can't even, they can't stand up. Like there's just this energy of you chose to keep believing in yourself and embody your strength. And now you're really experiencing it. You're seeing things, receiving the feedback, the affirmations all over the place within your body and even without, you know, outside of you. Okay. I don't know. I'm just feeling all sorts of stuff here. And we have heal thyself. Number 24, heal thyself. So I feel like healing yourself has been a really beautiful priority for you, something that you've chosen to put first, and loving yourself, you know, knowing that loving yourself is the most important priority. When you're loving yourself, when you're healing yourself, and you know, this allows you to, I feel like this newfound strength, it's not newly found, obviously. However, I just feel like it's very much more apparent in your life right now, and you're really feeling it in your body for the, you know, maybe for the first time in a long time or ever, where you're really able to feel it and experience it for the truth of what it is. And I feel like healing thyself now takes on a whole new level, you know, it takes on a whole new perspective where there is nothing hindering you from it. So it's like you get to be with yourself in those profound moments. You get to connect sacredly and heal yourself. And as you do that, it's like it's like extensive in a way that it heals the earth. It heals the bigger picture. You know, there's something bigger going on here. I'm actually going to read this card because I really love this deck and I like learning about it with all of you. So let me see here. 24. Un momento here. Okay, so the flower is aconite. Let me show you the word here, aconite. And the stone is peridot. So I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it says aconite provides protection as fears are faced and when working with the dark goddess. Okay. And peridot is traditionally used by healers to maintain their own health. Some illnesses are only physical, others have deeper roots. In order to move toward better health, you must enlist the help of the dark goddess and enter your heart, confronting your deepest fears, find the poison that is hurting you, and remove it so that healing can occur. I value my health and have the courage to do what is necessary to maintain it. I do not merely address symptoms, but go as deep as necessary to root out the problem. Okay, so you may now be feeling in a place in your life, a time in your life where you're able to really get to the root of whatever is going on within you. And, you know, it's like feeling this strength within you, your strength, that knowing that you are strength, it allows you to go into those darker realms in a healed way so that the fears, because there's really truly nothing to fear about the dark. You know, the dark and the light is all good. It's all love. And when it's all healed, there's so much to learn, right? It's really important to approach it from a neutral perspective where you feel that neutral energy of your authentic soul energy, right? That is strength, that is beauty. And I myself personally work a lot with the darker energies for healing and transmutation. And when they're healed from whatever wounds are going on within them, there's such profound, deep wisdom. You know, it's like imagining yourself, you know, light and dark are one and the same. It's not really, I feel like a lot of the times humanity has placed a lot of negativity on the dark side, but really the dark side, the light side can be just as horrible and negative. It's all wounds, you know. So when we heal the wounds, we can appreciate the energy for what it is and we can receive the teachings it has to offer. So I feel like this is going to allow you to go into those darker realms without fear, without worrying about hurting yourself or anything like that. It gives you the power and the wisdom to really be able to learn and grow with all the energies within you, all inclusive, and become more wise in everything and have more fun. There's so much to be revealed to you. And it's about slow and steady, one day at a time, going at your own pace, being open and receptive. And so when you're feeling at a place where you feel healed enough to go into those darker realms, it's really magical and it's so sweet. And there's such a deep intimacy and connection to the earth and to the environment around you, to the spirit, that is, it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful, and it feels so good to be connected to life in that way, to feel safe, to feel held and nurtured. And to me, the darker energies, or what they refer to as like the dark goddess and all of that, that is the deepest love you can feel. It is so loving, it is so pure. It's like that pure, beautiful energy. It's like burying your seeds in the dirt. The dirt itself is, cradling that seed. And there's so many nutrients and love and care, that seed is in for it to grow and root into. And that's, it's one way of kind of describing it a little bit, but it's just like, there's such a powerful energy. And I really love this because I feel like there's deeper levels of healing that you're yet to discover that are so wonderful, that are just so deeply wonderful to experience as a human being. Okay, so this is going to help your body rejuvenate, recover from whatever. And if there's, whatever lingering energies are in there that are causing you harm, they'll be revealed to you, and you'll be able to heal them and transmute them. And your body will begin to feel more vital, to feel more youthful. And, I don't know, there's just a lot going on here. So take it one day at a time. Really trust your body at this time. Feel your body. Listen to your intuition. It's really great because I don't see you struggling with any sort of mental constructs or false beliefs that would hold you back. I feel like you've really gotten through that. So this is a time where you can really tune into your body, allow your intuition to guide you. And, I feel like you've done a really good job in creating healthy boundaries for yourself, so people can't interfere with your journey and with where you're headed in life, where you're going, how you're progressing, how you're healing. Okay, and it's all very intuitive. So there's no right or wrong or good or bad. It's simply embracing it in true unconditional love and trusting your soul, trusting your guides, your spirit team, source to guide you, even the earth. Okay. Do not fear the unknown. This card flipped out. Do not fear the unknown. And you see, even at like first glance, we may see someone like this and feel a little bit of fear. However, this person is probably one of the most loving, wisest persons, So to be able to be in that energetic connection of unconditional love, there's so much wisdom here. There's so much deeper understanding of what it is to be human, what it is to be connected to the earth. And it's so exciting to learn. It's so exciting to grow in these ways. It's what makes life truly a gift, and just it's such a joy. I feel so much joy. Like you've opened your heart to things that may have scared you in the past or you've been afraid of in the past, recognizing them now as pure unconditional love. Nothing can harm you. Nothing's going to harm you or hurt you. It's only going to help you grow and experience being human in ways that are just so, we came here to experience, It's just so beautiful. So do not fear the unknown, okay? Really trust your intuition, trust your soul guidance, and know that, whatever it is that's presented to you is all for, you to experience and love and growth. And I feel like you're really going to enjoy it. I feel like you're going to have some really deep sacred connections to yourself. And I feel like these ideas too around any sort of income or money are being provided for you so that you can continue having these profound experiences and knowing that, like, I don't know, there's something here about you feeling reassured in your finances and your money so that it's always flowing in your life. It's not something you have to think about in terms of like, how's it going to happen? Like there's always going to be these new ideas and opportunities and or ways of continuing to grow it, what you already do. So that it's more running in the back of your mind and shows up when necessary. And that way you can stay focused on this beautiful, connection. It's all connected, obviously. So it's going to help you improve in a lot of ways. And it's also going to inspire you in a lot of ways. We have the Bard. Music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. I love this. Okay, so you may be very drawn right now to music, stories, poetry. Maybe you're a storyteller. Maybe you enjoy learning about the story of humanity. There's something here about you being a voice of humanity in a very positive way, in a way that's very true. and being able to be playful with that. Like you're someone who is a part of being able to retell the story of humanity in a way that's so inspiring for future generations, for yourself, in a way that's very fun. You're very attractive in that way. Like you're very easy to listen to. You're very fun to listen to. I feel like people enjoy really hearing your voice and like the stories you tell. So I feel like there's something here where it's, having fun with the story, having fun with sharing your expression in whatever way. It's like a story that you're telling, however it comes out of you. It's really beautiful. Okay. I feel like, if you are a writer or you create music or you're an artist in some way, your experience is translated in that in such a beautiful way. It's so attractive. Like if we all feel it in our heart and soul so much that it's, it's enjoyable. It's like it makes us happy to see it. Whatever you do, it's like, yes, keep doing it. And I feel you very happy and like in your own style, in your own way. Like it's like you just feel so happy and alive and so grateful to share whatever it is that you're creating. And you still have these very profound moments on your own that you're going into maybe unknown territory or unknown places that other people aren't familiar with. So it gives you a creative outlet, a way of being able to share things in a way that you don't have to go into detail or share specific details. It's more so you're expressing the art or the beauty that arises from this. There's something here about that. So it's like it gives you a fun and unique way to be able to express yourself without making yourself so, like, I don't know, in a way that feels right for you, without getting into all the like little details about everything. I don't know. It's just really magical and it's very much supported. Okay. So let's get a few more oracle cards here. Ceremony, invocation. Okay, so whatever you feel drawn to do, I feel like being intentional about it right now is really going to help you a lot. It's going to help you really tune into your own power. It's going to bring deeper insight and it's going to be really fun. Like I feel like you're going to get to experience that energetic connection that only you can experience and know. And it's through that connection that you gain understanding. It's something you have to experience to understand. So I feel like this is really going to help provide support in that for you. And it also brings about your creative nature, your intuition, whatever elements you choose to bring into this type of ceremony, your intentions, what you truly intend to do. It's going to help you clarify that for yourself and help you focus. There's something here about being able to focus in with your strength, with your compassion and all of that, because this is about you learning about yourself and your journey, not so much everybody else. And when you are really intentional in, being true to yourself and learning with your soul and source, and that's your true intention, you're able to experience that connection for yourself. And that's what allows you to express in such a clear way, in such a way that is deeply received in love and light and positivity and all of that. Like we feel it on a soul level. I just feel this is going to be something that you feel, good about doing, to have some sort of invocation, some sort of, little ceremony or ritual, or just like an intentional, it's not even like a ritual, more like just like an intentional connection to energy, to your soul, the energetic connection to life itself. I feel like the bigger picture of, your purpose and what you're here for and all of that, and how you can connect with just the elementals, the earth elementals, the different, kinds of characters in life, seen or unseen. I feel like right now it's mostly, maybe helping you develop a deeper communication with the unseen characters in life. I feel like that's really something special, and it's something only you can do on your own. And so, it's really fun. There's nothing to fear. It's really, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. And I think that's a part of it, is it's something where no one can describe it to you ever enough for you to want to do it. Like this is something where you're guided completely. And so you'll feel when it's right in your soul, and you'll be introduced to whoever or whatever you're meant to be introduced to. And that's up for you. That's up to you to, experience. And if you choose to share, it's up to you as well. Like, this is about you learning and growing and developing that intimate friendship with yourself and with the unseen spirit around you, okay? And I'm feeling a lot of earth elemental energy. Fire, air, earth, water, ether, and any sort of elemental beings, all of that, okay? Oh, we have Green Man here. Retreat into nature. So I'm feeling the earth. Like, I feel like if you have moments or time when you can just spend some time in nature, a few hours here and there, it's really going to ignite some things within your body. It's going to be really healing and good for your body, and it's going to ignite or open up certain things within yourself, like deep remembrances, and it's going to allow you to connect with the elementals. I'm really feeling the elementals in this reading. You know, the air, the earth. It's like the trees, the wind, the breeze, the flowers, the little earth creatures, the squirrels, the bees. There's something here about really being able to feel that in your body, being in that location, being in that, you know, presence of nature itself, smelling the flowers, hearing the rustling of the trees, feeling the breeze and the wind around you, the birds, the little animals. Like, there's something here where it's just going to unlock things within you. It's going to help you experience things, and that communication. There's like very inspired communication, and it's very healing. Like, even in this card here with the little elemental fairies or whatever they are, I feel like it's going to help you see nature in new ways and connect with nature in new ways, the environment around you. And so it feels really good. You know, there's like this comfort that you feel, this like retreating oasis comfort. And there may be stories, you know, nature stories and things that you are able to receive and then therefore communicate or express in some way through whatever it is you do in life. So I just feel, I don't know, I feel like this beautiful calling. Nature's calling you. It's like it's calling you, and it wants to communicate. We have Yang, number 1. Okay, so this is the masculine energy. And this energy allows you to take action, right? To take action, to do whatever it is that you need to do. And I feel there's like an energy of confidence here that goes hand in hand with your strength, confidence, empowerment. There's a passionate energy here. It's very inspirational. Any sort of inspired action, anything that you feel inspired to take action on right now, you're going to just feel it. It's going to feel really good. So when you act on it, that will affirm how you feel, and that will bring you to a place of, you know, something that feels really good, that's meant to be in your journey, meant to be on your path, that will support you and help you moving forward. And it will help your body too. Like, when it feels inspired and you move your body and take action, there's some sort of healing element going on there. Responding, it's all really positive. We're all really healing, all very nurturing, rejuvenating. You know, like I'm seeing like a fiery energy here that's very healing, helping you move your body in all the right ways. So when you feel inspired action, act on it. Take that inspired action and just go with it. Follow your intuition right now. Self-love card. I support myself in making the right choices for me. I am incredibly capable. Whenever I encounter a challenge in my life, I use the experience to learn and grow. Okay, so this is really helping you develop that trust within yourself, knowing that you're incredibly capable. And whatever challenges that arise, you know that there are opportunities to learn and grow. So it's like you're not being triggered at all. Okay, and that's supporting yourself and making the right choices for yourself. No good or bad or right or wrong. You're just making the right choices, the right decisions for yourself all the time. There's no judgment here. Okay, and that's really beautiful to be able to trust and let go of judgments or anything and just be in that flow of your source, of your soul, of your heart. Okay, I'm going to get one last card here from Nature's Whispers. This is a long reading. My goodness. It's funny, the readings are long and yet they feel really short to me, like we just started. So let's go here. Infinite blessings, number 17. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. Infinite blessings, okay? You're being showered with infinite blessings by trusting yourself, by choosing your path, choosing to love yourself, choosing to go within, choosing to live, you know, connect through your heart to yourself, to life itself, to find your purpose, live your destiny, learn about yourself, what it is to be human, you know, who you are as a person, how you affect others, how you affect yourself, being in charge of your own energy, all of this stuff. I feel these infinite blessings just being showered upon you at all times. You're being recognized and reassured and just, you know, affirmed right now. Okay, there's infinite blessings for you, on their way to you always infinitely. You're infinitely blessed, and you will continue to be infinitely blessed. Okay, because you are aligned with your heart, and so there's no fear here at all. I feel really happy for all of you. I'm so grateful to be able to tune in. I truly hope this message resonated with all of you and brought the affirmation and wisdom moving forward, that you need to stay strong and be yourself and just keep reminding yourself how amazing you are and infinitely blessed you are, okay? Thank you all to all my subscribers for tuning in. I'm truly grateful. I love you all infinitely. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. If the message resonated, I welcome you here. I'm so grateful to tune in. And I will be back again very soon with another message for all of you beautiful heart and souls. So thank you so much. And infinite love always to you. See you again soon. Peace. Hello, group number 2. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I'm so grateful to be here and share these messages with all of you. So let's see what the energy is, what your heart wants you to know at this time. Door to personal healing and happiness. Number 34. Door to personal healing and happiness. I love this. Okay, so you are walking over the threshold here. Walking over the threshold. Leaving challenges behind that are now healed. I feel like there's a lot of peace washing over you at this time. And if not, it will be very soon. There's something here about opening the door. It's like you're opening the door and sensing the peace ahead of you. You know, maybe it's been a long time. The doors have been closed. The windows have been closed. Maybe you've been inside for a long time. And you feel this sense of, you know, inspiration, peace wash over you, where you feel like free now to walk through this door. And there's something here about personal healing and happiness, really being able to focus on your personal healing, your personal happiness without hindrance. It's not involving other people. I feel like this is more so this like fresh air to, you know, I don't know, the life ahead of you. There's something here about really embracing your happiness, and it feels very calm. It feels very grounded. It feels very, it's almost like I'm seeing like the scene in Wizard of Oz where it's going from black and white into full color. Like the world hasn't, you know, it's still the world, and yet it looks different. Like there's a new vitality to it. There's a new feeling to it. There's been an energetic shift. We have the Ace of Spirals, which would be the Ace of Wands, the Two of Stones or the Two of Pentacles, and the Lovers. My goodness. So I feel this renewal and this relationship with yourself. I feel like you're ready for new adventures. I feel like you're ready to open up to new opportunities that I feel like these are things that you've always dreamed of experiencing, and now they feel tangible. Now it feels like everything's possible. It's like your dreams are coming true, and there's no rush. You know, it's like all before you, and you know it. You feel it in your heart. You feel it in your soul, and you know that the right people that are for you are all there for you. They, you know, you'll meet the right people at the right time. You'll be like, it's like you're going to get to experience all of the things in your life that you've always wanted to experience. And there's no rush. There's no worries or concerns that you're not going to get to experience it. There's an energy here of feeling renewed and rejuvenated, and there still may be healing and different things that occur, yet there's no anxiety around it. There's no worry about it. It's like you have the tools. You've been practicing love every day. You know that whatever is unfolding in your life, it's all for the best, and all the best is occurring for you. Okay? I feel like there's it's like with the ram here, there's something here that feels very happy and playful, where it's, you know, it's like there's nothing to really charge at or butt against. It's more so this energy of just playfulness and knowing who you are and knowing that you can handle anything that comes your way if necessary. And yet you're decorated. You're dressing the way you want to dress. It's, I don't know, there's an energy shift here where it feels like it was like kind of drab and black and white, and now it's all in color, and you feel it so energetically. It just feels really good, really great, really good. You're seeing your own beauty, you know, for who you are, your authentic nature. I feel like there's a youthfulness here. There's a playfulness here with the bear, like on this stone, like he's standing up on this rock, and it looks like he's going to jump to the next one. There's like a playfulness here. It's like you're not afraid of your, you know, your strong emotions. You know who you are. Maybe you experienced, you know, those things in the past of anger and even resentment or anything that was really supercharged, and you face those things and you've tempered yourself, and it's like you've met the worst parts of yourself, and there's like an acceptance of it, and now you get to it's like there's, I don't know, you get to experience your full power without fear, without worry of what anyone else thinks, because you know, no matter what, you are always going to respond from your heart, from love. There's no fear of, like, it's like you fully trust yourself. There's a beautiful, beautiful energy of trust here for yourself that is so wonderful. And, you know, there could possibly be a special person in your life that you're, you know, destined to meet. And I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of beauty to be experienced, and it feels like an adventure. Like there's no hurry for anything. You just know it's all going to manifest at the right time. Oh, we have the Empress here. I love this. Okay, so new opportunities to nurture. I feel like you're very much embodying that very peaceful vibe where you just know everything is unfolding, growing, moving along as it should. So there's a confidence here. There's no worry. There's no anxiety. And there's, you know, you're able to embrace new opportunities. Even if you can't see them, you feel them, and you know you're ready. When they arrive, you're ready to embrace them. The Two of Stones here and the Tower. I feel like here almost there's some sort of, maybe there was a hope or a wish for something to happen, maybe in terms of even your finances, or being able to get out, like in terms of like resources to be able to travel or do something or go have adventures. And maybe that's not happening right now. I feel like with this Tower card, and here we have the Ten of Wands and the Lovers, there's almost like an energy of not expecting any sort of outcome anymore. Like maybe there was hopes that something would occur, or maybe there was, you know, high hopes of like it being a sort of different kind of spiritual path. And I feel like there's some sort of something that's happened or something that's shown you that maybe it's not all what you thought it was going to be. And it's not like, it doesn't feel negative to me. It feels like there's a surrendering to it, an acceptance of it. I feel like here with the Tower, there could be something arising where it's going to call you to be in a place of, you know, especially with this bear energy, okay? Like the bear is traveling along, playing, and maybe, you know, something comes out of the woods that scares the bear or tries to, you know, I don't know, there's something here where it's like you need to be in your power and remember who you are and do your best not to react to anything. I almost feel like this is like sort of like how, you know, we hear the terms like heed the messengers, heed the warnings. When you feel something happening, especially with the tower moment, it's an unexpected event that occurs. You don't like here the tower is already broken apart. So I feel like it's almost like approaching something that's already happened and doing your best not to react to it, instead to see it as an opportunity for spiritual growth, for deeper spiritual understanding. Okay, because I feel like your energy is very calm, you're very peaceful, and not to allow it to upset you to the point of like going backwards in any sense, like if that makes any sense, where you resort to any sort of reactionary type of energies, just to be aware of it. Because even though we feel like we've reached a certain point where things feel really good, it doesn't mean that things don't happen in the world, right? So a tower is an unexpected event. It's also a moment of awakening and spiritual growth and being shown things and recognizing unknown things that are revealed, like truths being revealed, right? So instead of reacting to anything, again, it's an opportunity to learn, have deeper understanding, awaken to new things that are occurring around you, and to have that awareness, you know, moving forward. I feel like this here with the Ten of Wands and really choosing to stay rooted in your authentic lover's heart, there's something here where you may be realizing that you don't have to hold on so tightly to certain ideas or inspirations. You can lay all those wands down. You can let them be. It's okay if they're laying here. They're not going anywhere, you know. I feel like there's something here where there's relief and peace, that something's over, that something has been revealed. And I feel like this man, he's just sitting here resting. He's waiting. You know, it's the Ten of Wands, so it's the end of a cycle of like carrying a lot of heavy burdens, carrying a lot of heavy things. And maybe it was like you had hoped that they would all get planted sooner. And I just feel like there's a recognition here of letting go of any sort of like potential outcome timelines, like it has to be this way and I expected this to happen. I feel like you're really allowing yourself to embrace what is and to be rooted in your heart and to just go with the flow and know that everything will happen at the right time when it's meant to happen. Let's look deeper into this. I want to feel deeper into this. Let's get some oracle cards. Actually, let's get a Bob Ross card first. I also am picking up on, there's something here about you being able to balance yourself really well and embrace all parts of yourself, all energies of yourself. And in that way, I feel like there's almost like this energy where there's people around you who can't believe it. And their towers are kind of like going up in flames or whatever's happening. And you're just like, you know, I'm doing my thing. I don't know. I feel like you're able to balance really well, especially when things feel unbalanced. I do feel like this tower, though, is a moment of revealing in some way of truths, things that may not have been so obvious, or they were to you possibly, just not to others. I almost feel like it allows you to feel like you have all the time in the world, like you have so much more time than you thought you did in terms of like being able to manifest your inspired ideas. There's like a sense of relief, you know, that you don't have to get them all done right now. We have the Nine of Swords. You have to allow the pain to break, the paint to break to make it beautiful, or the Nine of Spades here. You have to allow the paint to break to make it beautiful. So I feel like there's this energy of, it's like you're not afraid. You're not afraid of things breaking. There's something about letting go of, like, it's like just because the tower goes down, that's actually a positive thing, right? Because the tower is built on a false foundation. It's built under false values and, you know, fear, basically. So for fear to be dissolved, right, that's a good thing. It allows the energy of love and life itself to regenerate, because there's a lot of control that's involved with fear, a lot of manipulation, a lot of deception, and that energy is exhaustive. It's deadly, right? So it's like there's almost like a gratitude when something doesn't work out, or when something doesn't happen quite right, or when truths are revealed that are painful. Then we truly appreciate the beauty in it. So it's like sometimes things have to fall apart in order for us to really see the beautiful, truth of the whole thing. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. And I feel like whatever it is for you, it brings this sense of relief and also acceptance of like, even here with the lovers, I feel like there's like a letting go of feeling like you have to be a certain way or impress someone a certain way, that you don't have to have it all together all the time for you to love yourself, accept yourself, and be loved or accepted deeply by another. And an appreciation in that recognition, that being human is, it's all inclusive. It's everything. It's not just perfection. It's not just appearances. It's not just, I do these things, so I'm a good person. Like, I feel like you have a deeper understanding now and connection to yourself, a lot of self-acceptance, self-love. And, it's through that self-acceptance and self-love that you're able to really live and enjoy your life in the way that you're meant to. Okay. And we have communication, number 18. Communication. This is the Earth Wisdom deck. I'm going to read the little description for this, okay? And it's through these tower moments too that, through spiritual awakenings, through truths being revealed, that it opens up our communication to those parts within ourselves that we may not have ever been aware of. Illusions being erased away or being revealed, and helping us have deeper understanding and communication with our own soul, our own heart. So the flower in this card is the daffodil. And it says, daffodil is like a divine trumpet, creates connection with spirit guides, teachers, and humans, and enhances the ability to hear and speak in the spirit world. And then angelite is the stone, angelite, is it this blue stone? Yeah, this blue stone promotes communication. Communication is key with other humans perhaps, but more importantly with your spirit guides and teachers. Practice your listening and speaking skills both in this physical world and in the spiritual realm. There is much that you need to say and even more that you need to hear to strengthen your relationship to spirit. I am a skilled communicator. I speak with clarity and kindness. I listen attentively without prejudice or prejudgment. I ask questions and cultivate curiosity. So I feel like this is going to be a wonderful time for you to deepen your communication skills with spirit, your spirit guides, your soul, with the energy of life, the unseen realms. Whatever this is, it's going to cause you to ask questions. It's going to cause you to observe things and want to know deeper, the deeper meaning behind it. It's going to help you find deeper truths within yourself and how you're connected to life and why you're on the path you're on, who you are, what you're all about. And whatever this is, it allows you to really align with your true authentic nature, who you really are, who you truly are. And it allows you to kind of lay down some of the burdens that you've been carrying that you may have put more importance on and priority on. That truly you realize, like, this isn't everything. And if I'm meant to create this, it'll be there. I'll be able to do it. It brings some sort of relief to your heart and soul though, whatever this tower moment is. And I don't feel like it's directly connected to anything like in your life. Like, I don't feel like your foundation being shaken, but I do feel like, however, it is happening around you in some sense. It's going to affect you in some way that you're intimately connected to. I just feel like it's not necessarily your foundation. Your foundation is very strong. Your foundation is very resilient, and it's going to, however, open up communication for you in ways that would have never been opened up had you not experienced or witnessed or been connected in some way to this tower event. So it's going to provide some deeper insight into your journey, okay? Let's see what else wants to come through here. I almost feel like it's your strength and sturdiness and balance and alignment that may be what causes this tower event in someone's life that you're connected to. However, it's not necessarily you. It's more so the events that create that tower moment. You may feel like it has something to do with you when in truth it doesn't. It has nothing to do with you at all. It's just like, I feel like you're a witness to it. You're observing it, even from a distance, and it's greatly affecting you in some way. There's something that triggers within you that causes you to ask deeper questions of yourself and who you are and why this is happening, okay? I feel like it allows you to really tune in and focus on what's important to you, and realizing that you don't have to focus on so many things at once, okay? There's something about that. So embrace the feminine here, number 10. Embrace the feminine. This is a really beautiful energy. It's going to allow you to feel more receptive, tune into your intuition, your feminine energy of softness, gentleness, being able to respond from this soft, gentle place. I feel like being gentle with yourself is really important. There's something here too about feeling a deeper sense of understanding with the creation energy, like the creation of life, what it's all about, nurturing energy, personal healing and happiness. I feel like you're going to have deeper insight into what's truly important to you and how to nurture it. Embracing the feminine qualities within yourself, being more gentle and soft in your movements, being more nurturing in your daily life, being gentle on yourself, not being hard on yourself, especially here with the 10 of Wands. It's like, I feel like he's like, oh, he's been carrying it. He's been strong and tough. And so there's something here about just being easier on yourself, gentler on yourself, self-care, self-love, more meditation, more relaxing, walking versus running type of things, where you're just going easy, ingesting easier foods for your body to digest, and not being so rigid about it, not being so hard on yourself about it. It may even be cutting back on caffeine and coffee naturally without really thinking about it, just seeing it more of like being more gentle on your body, not feeling like you have to move so fast and go so fast, but it's more like slow and steady. And kind of like a seed would grow. It grows every day. However, it's not like it's nurtured, right? And then if there's a gentle energy, there's a little bit of, this and that strengthens it. But however, it's one day at a time. It never happens overnight. I feel like there's something here you're going to witness about the creation energy and how things are created, and really getting to the root and embracing your feminine, allowing yourself to be more receptive, more open to your intuition guiding you, listening to your body, being more just sweet and loving to yourself and snuggly with yourself and cuddly and feeling that love within yourself, okay? Nurturing yourself. And not being afraid. Like, I don't feel any fear here. However, I do feel like some fears, and maybe that's what it is too. There's something here about you embracing things that maybe felt like you may have been a little bit afraid of in the past, and now you're more curious about it. There's a desire to have deeper understanding, and the fear of that is dissipating or leaving, okay? And maybe that's what this tower is. It's like maybe you witness it, it reveals it to you, and you would have thought, man, in the past, I probably would have been in fear over that. That would have scared me. And now you're like, whoa, there's some, I'm not reacting that way. I don't feel that way. I trust myself. I trust spirit. I know I'm okay. Like, there's something here where, you're going to recognize that within yourself, that energetic difference, okay? And we have the eagle here, spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. So this deeper awareness, it's like you're really, I don't want to say you're taking it more seriously. However, it feels that way, sort of, especially here. Like, there's a more presence with you where you can feel a more serious tone at times, and you recognize the benefit of it. Like, there's a maturity here that feels really good, especially connecting in with the angelic realm, integrity, being in your integrity. That's what it feels like. It's very integral energy. The Empress here, very integral. Realizing like how we focus on our priorities, not being in that chaotic, fearful energy where we feel, like, there's something here about you feeling very grounded, recognizing who you are. Like I said, I felt earlier, you faced a lot of your more powerful emotions and been able to heal them and temper them. And so you know your power and you know who you are, and you also trust yourself now immensely because you faced those things. You didn't shy away. You didn't pretend that they weren't happening. You acknowledged it. You took responsibility. And so you've earned this, feeling within yourself that is, it's unmistakable. I can feel your groundedness, so there's recognition here and affirmation, and that's what you'll continue to feel because you walk your talk. So expect to receive more deeper communication, more profound communication that feels really insightful, and to be in your curious spirit, and it's like, I feel like it's trusting yourself and allowing yourself to go at your own pace and recognizing that's your power, like honoring your soul, honoring your own boundaries, all of that. And it's that level of integrity that allows you to connect in with the consciousness that is more of angelic type of feelings where, we're talking about real life stuff here. And so it's not for always joking around or being all like, I don't know, there's just something here where I feel this like sacred presence, and it's really being appreciated. There's a lot of gratitude for it. It feels very grounded, very real, okay? And it's going to offer you insight to the bigger picture, deeper understanding to the bigger picture here. You're ready for it, for sure. And we have waterfall, effortless. Okay, so it feels really good. It's like the river flows, and here the waterfall, it's just going over the rocks. There's no effort involved at all. The water is, flowing. It's going over rocks, valleys, wherever it needs to go. And I feel like that's the energy that you're going to easily embody at this time, like being like a waterfall. It's like, here we go, but there's no thought about it. You just know, you're just going with the flow and all is well. And there is a sense of effortlessness that you're going to feel through any sort of challenges or unexpected events. I feel like it may even be surprising to you. However, it's like expected in a way. Like you're like, okay, well, this makes sense. If you're thinking about it. When you're in it, though, it's just going to feel effortless. It's going to feel like you know what you need to do. Your intuition's guiding you. You've reached a place in your life where you've developed that maturity and that experience, and so this energy of effortlessness around you is really nice. You can let go of needing to try or put any effort into anything. It's all going to unfold naturally the way it's supposed to. Everything's going to play out the way it's supposed to. And so just remind yourself in any moments you need to that it's, the energy of effortless is with you. Like that's what this is all about. I feel like your life is really becoming effortless, and it's really beautiful, with this acceptance of like sometimes things have to fall apart in order for them to come together in the right ways. There's just this ease about you where you feel like you can embrace everything. You're receiving the insight, the messages at the right time. And so there's a trust in that. You've experienced it enough now where it's just happening naturally. It's effortless. There's a lot of ease. Okay. It's really beautiful. Meditate. Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. Meditate. So allow yourself some time to go within yourself. Meditate intentionally as you're meditating. I feel like that's when you're going to connect with the angelic realm. There may be messages specifically for you that you may have been asking within yourself even that you weren't even aware of. I feel like there'll be messages that come through that are unexpected, almost like you weren't expecting them. However, they are so perfectly timed in your life. Like they're received, in a way that, wow, I don't know. I feel like there's messages and connections of communication coming through for you that you weren't even aware of. Were going to come through for you, and it's going to serve you really well. It's going to help bring about this energy of ease and effortlessness in your life. It grounds you even more, and it helps you have deeper understanding to things that happen so that you can be a part of the healing of it or benefit of it, you know, transmuting it, whatever it is, having that presence, that observation type of, you know, when you're perceiving something, you're benefiting it, even if it's, you know, looks like complete chaos. Like there's something here where you're going to learn deeper truths and understanding of spiritual laws and how they work, and being a part of that, being a, you know, more of a co-creative team player with the angelics of the spirit guides. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. So meditate, find some time to meditate. It almost feels like it's a recognition here of like, again, you know, focusing on what's important, what's truly a priority in your life, on a deeper level. You know, where it's like, instead of focusing on the external inspirations and things you want to create, it's so important to be connected on the internal realms, to the consciousness within yourself, because that's what's connected to the world. And I feel like right now, this is a time that's helping you really identify that for yourself and be a part of it and connect with it. And it allows you to have ease and whatever, you know, to let go of anything that you may have thought was super important. However, if, you know, whatever is truly a priority and really important, it's always going to be there. It's just about knowing that you don't have to tackle it all at once. You don't have to do it all at once. And what's truly most important is your connection to your soul, to spirit, to your own happiness, to healing. And so I feel like too, there's an energy here of being a part of the healing of the world, you know, in a bigger way, especially with the eagle where there's a bird's eye view. You're going to be given insight into world views, especially with Buddha there. So not for you, number 6. Yeah, I kind of feel like there's this energy where, especially it could be a relationship, like there's something where it feels almost like there was like some sort of relationship that you were expecting to materialize, and it did not materialize the way that you expected or had hoped for. However, it's because you've chosen to align with your authentic self. So whatever didn't happen, whatever wasn't meant to be, is because it wasn't truly authentic for you. It wasn't truly aligned for you. And as you let go of these, you know, it's almost like preconceived ideas or notions or things that you had felt because of the past, because of past thoughts or past beliefs or whatever it is, as you come into alignment with your true authenticity and your connection to soul and source and spirit, and you begin to learn things about yourself and experience your true energy, even though things may feel disappointing or things didn't work out the way we wanted to, as we accept that and as we work through that, the healing really comes in, the peace really comes in, our connection deepens, and then we realize, oh my goodness, you know, this is who I really am. And if I would have held on to those beliefs about this thing happening or whatever, it would have never felt right, you know? So there's something here about moving through that and feeling gratitude for the whole journey in itself, because without that relationship or without that event or whatever it is happening, you wouldn't know yourself on this deeper level. It was what allowed you to see these parts of yourself. If there were unhealed wounds that needed resolved, this is what allowed you to see them. This is what allowed you to embrace the healing and embrace your true authenticity. So whatever wasn't meant for you, there's an acceptance with it. And it's like you're able to finally break through anything that was holding you back, anything that was hindering you. And because it's the number 6, like I feel like this is some sort of soulmate connection where, you know, it could be even like a twin flame type of thing, where you felt very connected to someone and maybe at times it was very deep and very profound. And maybe it's feeling like that relationship isn't going to work out. I feel like there was at times where you felt very balanced within that relationship. Like you felt your balance, you felt your, you know, it inspired you in so many ways. And maybe you developed a lot of inspirational ideas because of it. And so there's this feeling of maybe like disappointment even, or sadness, even though I don't really, for me, disappointment isn't even an energy worth, it's not even an energy worth really engaging in, because truly, you know, to me, there's no disappointments. There's only growth. There's only learning. There's only gratitude for every person we've ever met in our life, because they show us parts of ourselves without meeting other people in our lives, we don't get to learn about those different parts of ourselves. So I see everyone in my life as a benefit, even if they give me the worst time in the world. It's the opportunity for me to then, learn about how strong I am, learn about true unconditional love, to respond with courage, to respond in integrity. It's not always easy. I always say, like, the people who give me the worst time, the hardest time in my life, they truly are my greatest teachers, because they're the ones that, I'm able to actually embody my courage and my strength and my integrity and my unconditional love and my forgiveness and all of that. Whereas if it's just people who are perfect and wonderful, which I love them very, very much, they don't challenge me in those ways, though. Those are the ones that I love to just hang out with, right? But it's like, there are certain people who come into our lives and we love them, no matter what. It's about embracing love and being grateful for everything that they were to us in our lives, and wish them the best and be grateful for all of that. So I feel like there's a lot of inspiration that you're receiving from that relationship, and profound revelations, deep epiphanies, deep understandings about yourself and the world at large and what it's all about. And I feel like it introduced you into this consciousness of world consciousness, so to speak, where you can be more a part of humanity in a way that feels really good for you, really satisfying for you. Super, it just feels so deep and beautiful. It feels very much a part of the collective consciousness and a part of the growth of humanity and all the ways that we embrace truly. And I feel like there is this beautiful relationship aligning for you. If you are, in this type of energy, I feel like there's a beautiful relationship aligning for you that is your true love, your true counterpart, because it's like this energy of being able to embrace your true authenticity no matter what. Like, this is, you accept the parts of yourself that felt broken, you accept the parts of yourself that felt dark, you accept the parts of yourself that felt weak, and through this you've been able to come into full healing of who you are, full acceptance, full acknowledgement, and you get to experience that with another. Like, the two of you coming together in the future is going to be it's like you'll be able to understand why everything happened the way it did. So if you're feeling like, is this person or isn't that person, I feel like in your heart and your soul what is true. No one can tell you truly, who is for you or who isn't for you, or if there's a certain, type of creative venture or business venture that you were thinking about. There's something within you where you can feel it for yourself. It affirms for yourself whether it's true for you or not, whether it is for you or not. So always, listen to your intuition. When something's not right for you, and if it keeps being affirmed that, and you feel it, it allows you to let go with more ease. Because if it is meant to be, it will, and you won't have to think about it or question it. If you have to question it, it's most likely not for you. That's what I've learned from my experience and wisdom and what I've been taught and shown in so many ways. And when I let go and I just like, okay, this isn't for me. If it is for me, it would be happening. If it's not for me, it's not for me. And there's a reason for it, and I want to stay true to my authenticity and who I am. And I want to continue to feel at ease and effortless and all of that. So it's something to be grateful for, And when we can do that and really accept it, we can fully trust. Life is so beautiful that way. It really becomes so beautiful. I have the power to make change. Every habit and pattern I create serves me in some way. When I am ready to let it go, the universe helps me release it. Okay, so I really am feeling that here. It's simply recognizing your own power to make change in your life. You have the power, you have the choice within you, and this is about aligning to your authenticity and honoring yourself, honoring your energy, honoring your boundaries, honoring your likes, honoring your dislikes. It's like all about honoring who you truly are. And if you don't do it, we can't expect anyone else to do it, right? So it's like you have the power to make change in your life, and you want to make changes in your life reflective of your authenticity, not because of somebody else, because it is, every habit and pattern I create serves me in some way. If we create a habit or a pattern that's not serving us, it's when we recognize that, then it serves us, because we recognize that it wasn't serving us. We can let it go. The universe, when you're ready to let it go, it will help you release it. It will help you be okay with the lesson. receiving the wisdom, the lesson, being able to let it go. You know, when you love something, you let it go. And if it returns to you, it's meant to be. Either way, you're embracing your true authenticity. You're learning to love yourself fully. You're learning to respect yourself fully. And when you do that, then, you know, then the people that you meet love you and respect you the same, you know, or better, right? Okay, so this is all about learning to really let go and trust your path of healing, trust your personal happiness. Okay, trust that what's meant for you is always meant for you. It's meant to be, it will. Okay, embrace the feminine, embrace your intuition right now. Embrace everything that is true for you and your truth. And we have celebrate differences. Number 3. I love this. Let go, acceptance, celebrating differences. Celebrate differences right now. You know, celebrate the differences in life. What makes you different, what makes you unique, and also others. And being grateful for that, you know, that there's so much variety in life. There's so many infinite wonderful things and people to experience in life. Different creative projects, different activities, different habits, different profound communications and connections with life itself, different stories, you know, different. Celebrate all of them and all of the amazing opportunities that you're able to experience when you let go and really trust yourself and open up that door, you know, walk through this door to personal healing and happiness. I feel like there's such a beautiful energy here where you've really chosen that for yourself, and it's being shown to you in the most beautiful of ways. And I feel like because of that choice, you're really being affirmed and recognized in consciousness, in the realms of consciousness that really, really just stimulate your heart, your spirit, your mind. Your mind feels really excited to engage consciously with others or like minds around the world. I feel you connecting in a bigger way, in a more, you know, collective earthly way with humanity, in the bigger picture type of way. So to celebrate differences is really beautiful, to celebrate your own uniqueness and the uniqueness of others and how we're able to create this beautiful world together because of those differences is really profound. Okay, so, you know, congratulations for choosing to be your authentic self. Thank you for choosing to be your authentic self, and, you know, really enjoy this time in your life. Really embrace it with your heart, and, you know, be grateful for the beauty that, you know, is like, we're able to really appreciate the beauty through some of these unexpected things that happen, that occur, that, you know, we would have never seen coming. And there's so much about being able to embrace the unknown with love instead of fear that brings such a sense of peace, you know, and so it's really beautiful to see. So group number 2, I hope that this message resonated. I hope it brought affirmation and peace and wisdom and guidance to your journey moving forward. I'm so grateful to share these messages. So thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity. And thank you so much to all my subscribers. You are amazing. I love you infinitely. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe if the message resonated. I just love you all so much, and I look forward to the next message that comes through again very soon. Okay? Celebrate, be good to yourselves, and I'm sending all my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 3. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So let's see what energetically your heart and soul want you to know at this time. We have anxiety, number 18. Anxiety. Okay, so feeling a little bit anxious, maybe worried about some things, maybe feeling a little bit stressed or concerned about, I feel like, let's get some tarot cards here, but I'm feeling like there's some anxiety and worry and stress just around finances, personal relationships, maybe even purpose, what you're going to do in the future. What are you going to do? That's what I'm feeling. What am I going to do? How am I going to move forward from this? What is the best possible solution? What actions do I take? How can I relieve these fears or worries around this? You know, what can I do? Who can I call on? Is there support? How can I feel supported? So let's see what's going on here. I'm going to use the Chrysalis Tarot. We have Ma'at, Justice. Ma'at, Justice. We have the Three of Scrolls. And we have the Healer, Page of Mirrors. So we have Justice, the Three of Scrolls, which is the Three of Swords. And we have the Healer, the Page of Mirrors, which would be the Page of Cups. Okay, so I feel like this is a time for you to really tune into your integrity, to know that you're guided, that justice is with you, that you are guided with right action, you're guided with the right wisdom, you're guided with the right sort of thoughts and beliefs. Like you're really in tune with the truth, with love, with balance and harmony. I feel like there's a reassurance here whenever you feel like you're not sure. I feel like there's always this reassurance type of energy guiding you along. I feel like there's an energy of patience here with you. It's like, I feel like you need to be really patient with yourself and give your worries to source, give your worries to spirit. I feel like there's something here where it's simply a matter of shifting your mindset, aligning with that energy of justice, of balance, of harmony, of doing what's right for yourself, even when you feel anxious or anxiety or worry. So it's like if you're worried about finances, for example, you can open up your heart to ways of, you know, how can I bring more finances into my world so that I'm not worried about money, I'm not worried about paying the bills, I'm not worried about that sort of thing. If it has to do with relationships, it can be learning about healthy boundaries, healthy dynamics in a relationship, anything that allows your mindset to be in alignment with that energy of healing, of wholeness, of whatever it is. So it's like learning, allowing yourself to educate yourself instead of worrying, instead of stressing. Read a book, get online and learn about some things, take a class, like whatever you can do to get your mindset in the right energy, because whatever this is here with the Three of Scrolls, there's something here where there's a narrative, there's some sort of narrative being spoken to yourself that is rooted in false beliefs, that's rooted in the past, that there's no way to change the past, right? So what we need to do is create new thoughts, new memories in the future. It's like there's a newness here of tuning into the newness of love, really. There's something here about opening your heart to love in new ways that get you out of this feeling of anxiety. Okay, so, and I feel like too, it's like there's no sense in beating yourself up. There's no sense in reminding yourself of painful things that happened. There's no sense of judging yourself. It's time to let go of judgments about yourself. You know, so if you feel like you made mistakes in the past, for example, instead of thinking about the mistake itself, ask yourself how you can learn from it, because once you choose to learn from something, it becomes a part of life. It becomes a part of your wisdom. There's no more mistake anymore. There's no mistakes when you choose to learn from them. So it's about embracing what you can do versus what you can't do. And that will alleviate the feelings of anxiety that arise for you. There may also be people around you that are feeling very anxious, and so you're picking up on that energy. So you want to do your best not to take it on by aligning and knowing and reminding yourself that there's always justice within you. There's always an option to align with opportunities, to shift your mindset, to shift your thoughts. I feel like here it's about really being in your heart, you know, recognizing when we're in our head too much and getting out and being in our heart. You know, like she's out here with the bees. Especially when you're working with bees, right? Like your energy, it needs to be very much rooted in the heart, or there's an energy that will stimulate the bees to be more aggressive. So we want to be calm. We want to be in our heart. We want to be more in tune with loving energies that are, more soothing to the heart and soul. Okay, we have the devil here with justice. We have the Ace of Swords with the Three of Scrolls. And we have the Five of Cups with the Healer and the Page of Mirrors. So there's something here about facing fears. And I feel like whatever's causing this anxiety has something to do with some sort of habit, some sort of habitual thinking or habitual activity that keeps you kind of rooted in this old narrative of yourself. So it could be habits that you do on a daily basis that bring you down, whether that's drinking or alcohol, or drinking alcohol or any sort of like drugs or anything. It could be that. It could be foods. It could be certain activities that you do every day. Like it could be as simple as shifting your music. If you're listening to certain kinds of music, or you're listening to, like, for example, mainstream music, you could turn it off for a while and listen to classical music. Instead of being on social media all the time, you could decide to read some books. Like instead of tuning into social media, just turn it off. Don't scroll. Go to the bookstore and get a book, a new book, something that stimulates your consciousness, something that stimulates your positive thinking, the intelligence within you. If you're eating foods that bring you down, for example, if like you're eating pizza every day and drinking soda, not that you are, this is just examples, you guys, just in case, you guys, I want you to know. I'm just trying to make it really clear here, but it's like simple things that we can do every day to shift, especially in our diet, right? Like if you incorporate greens into your diet every day, for example, that's going to improve your thoughts, your mood, your emotions, everything pretty effortlessly. So there's something here about being afraid to let go of certain habits or ways of thinking. This could just be negative self-talk. This could be being harsh on yourself for any mistakes that you feel you made in the past. And so it's about choosing to be proactive, facing those fears, not allowing them to have control over you, not allowing them to master your life and how you feel and your emotions and the choices that you're making. If you're being more sluggish and like just hanging out around the house and feeling worry or feeling concerned about things, eventually you get to the point where you just have to face, whatever it is that's bringing you down and make a shift, make a change in your life. And that's what aligns you with justice, that you do the right thing for yourself, even when no one's looking or telling you to, that you choose on your own to do the right thing. And it doesn't mean you have to get up every day and, fake it till you make it sort of thing. It's more so embracing this energy of I'm going to align and do what's right for myself. Even if that means that I'm just going to nurture myself for a while. I'm going to read what I want to read. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do whatever allows me to feel good within my own body, my own well-being. I'm going to be more meditative. I'm going to be more knowledgeable in terms of educating myself on what I feel I need educated in versus what someone else feels I need educated in. I feel like there's something here with the scrolls too, and the Three of Scrolls. Like there's an energy of recognizing, or there's some sort of recognition here with your own truth versus the truths of others. Like maybe you had taken on certain thoughts or certain ideas that you thought were true of yourself. However, it really wasn't about you. It was about them in some way. And so when you let go of those thought beliefs about yourself, when you let go of whatever that story is, and you recognize your own truth, like you can write your own story. You don't have to believe these things that are said. Like there's something here about you seeing some sort of deception or trickery. And I'm seeing you like in your feelings, right? So it's like when you're in your feelings, it can bring up a lot that you just can't talk about normally, or your brain, there's no thoughts, because it's all about allowing into your consciousness new thoughts, new ways of being able to respond to yourself, because you're letting go of the old communication. I feel this has a lot to do with thoughts and thinking and communication, more so than any sort of drinking or eating wrong or something like that. I feel like this is more so has to do with thoughts, that are going around in your mind, old stories that you've told yourself, old judgments, things that were instilled in you from someone else, And it could be going way back. Like I'm seeing 3 scrolls. It could be multiple people that reinforce these false ideas in your mind. And it really hurts, you know, and I feel like you're seeing it for what it is. And there's some truth now that you're recognizing, and you're allowing in new inspired thoughts that are aligned with truth, that are aligned with justice, that are aligned with who you really are. You know, your beauty, your strength, your integrity, your balance. You do the right thing even when no one's looking. You know, you are that person. And I feel like whatever it is that's coming up for you, it's showing you, it's asking you to recognize it within yourself. Because if we choose not to recognize it within ourselves, then we miss the entire thing altogether. It's like I know when I was going through certain parts of this in my life, like I had to recognize in myself where I was lying to myself, and I thought to myself, well, I don't lie to myself. You know, I've never lied to myself. However, I was actually believing what other certain people were saying about me, and it made me doubt myself. It gave me anxiety and like fear, and I was like, I didn't trust myself for a while because I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong about myself, and I had to correct myself. I had to learn. I had to acknowledge it within myself, and as soon as I did that, then the truth was very clear. Then the newly inspired thoughts and ideas and ways of being proactive in my life were flowing in. You know, it's like we have to recognize our own inner turmoil, that we're somehow attracting it and feeding it in some way instead of rejecting it or denying it and saying, oh, that's not me. You know, we can say, okay, well, so I'm doing this. Okay, if I'm doing this, then I accept it. I'm doing this. And then it brings in this shift like, oh, well, I'm doing this, so I can now do this instead. So I feel like there's something here around that. And even like if you're journaling or writing, I feel like now it's more about your feelings, like revealing your feelings to yourself, opening your heart here with the Page of Mirrors. I feel like you're feeling like a deep connection and profoundness in your emotions to yourself, to life itself, to the connection that you have with your heart. And it could be bringing up some, you know, some grief from the past, some sadness, you know, that comes up from the past, from things happening in the past. You know, here the cups are over, blood being spilled. This guy is going down the river, and maybe recognizing where you weren't able to be fully present in your life because of it. Or maybe even now, you know, there's this energy where you're recognizing how your thoughts affect your emotions. For me, what I've learned is that thoughts derive from our emotions, our feelings, you know. So when our feelings are healed, when our feelings are aligned, our thoughts are naturally very inspirational, very clear, very pure. When our feelings are hurt, when we're sad, when we're not addressing our feelings, when we're ignoring our feelings, that's when the negative thoughts really take over, and we go into this. It's like, you know, when you're anxiety, you just can't live. You can't function like you know that you're supposed to, like you know you normally are, or would if you were feeling good, right? So it's really about connecting with your emotions. It's about being there for yourself right now, especially during any times of grief or sadness or feeling any sort of, you know, wounding of the past of your feelings. And when you allow yourself to feel those things, when you allow yourself to feel the sadness and recognize it, I feel like it gives you a deeper sense of, you know, how everything's connected. And there's something here about not even needing to see. It's all about feeling. It's like when you close your eyes and you can feel what's right. Your thoughts don't interfere with that. So let's get some more oracle cards and get a little deeper into this and find out what's going on here. I feel like when you allow yourself to be present in the qualities of your heart that are connected to what you truly enjoy in life, that's going to allow a lot of healing to come through for you. Where you're going to feel your true authentic nature, your heart, your joy, and it's going to remind you, and it's going to allow you to heal those feelings, you know, to transform them into their original selves, into their pure feeling selves, you know. I feel like I feel like you have some stories inside you even, you know, that are ready to be expressed, you know. Allow those thoughts to get out of your body. I'm seeing here too, like, if you write things out, you're going to notice where they came from. And it's like it gets them out of your body. It gets them out of your body so that you're not continuing to re-injure yourself or keep yourself paralyzed or stuck in any sort of anxiety or fear. It may just be like the norm, like you grew up with, you know, where people go into anxiety and fear instead of healing the past wounds. We have divine protection, number 12. So it could be patterns, things that you've learned, that you were taught. So there's maybe like an unlearning going on here. And as you unlearn things and recognize the source of them, there's a lot of clarity and truth that comes in for you. There's a lot of just, you know, clear knowledge, clear understanding, clear communication in terms of thoughts and ideas, and inspired that just you feel it in your soul. You're like, that's the truth, and I know it, and I don't even have to see it with my eyes. I feel it, you know, and it's like recognizing that it will bring up those feelings to be healed, you know, to be acknowledged. And it's recognizing too that, you know, when we see them, you know, when we acknowledge it, we become aware that we are our own, you know, our own master in a sense. And when we're not kind to ourselves, when we're not nurturing our well-being, you know, it's like we don't need to be this harsh person to ourselves. We don't need to be the worst to ourselves. We need to be the best to ourselves. We need to be good to ourselves. And it's like recognizing that energy within us that keeps these false narratives going. We have to heal those parts of ourselves. Whether it was programmed by society or our family or whatever it is, because that's what frees us and allows us to be the sovereign being we are, and not the victims that we're led to believe that we are at some point in time. Okay, so I feel like it really shifts you out of any sort of victim mentality programs or ideas that may be around you in some way, so that you don't allow them to do any more, you know, type of damage in your reality. Okay, we have divine protection here, so there's definitely an energy of divine protection around you, protecting you, guiding you in many ways. I'm going to read this card. It's number 12, divine protection. So the flower is Angelica, and it enhances divine protection, spiritual guidance, love, and healing. And the stone is Andalusite. Andalusite. Let's see if you can see that word, Andalusite. Sometimes called fairy stones, can form a circle of protection. Sometimes we are required to go where angels and perhaps even fairies fear to tread. Before heading into the deep, dark unknown, surround yourself with divine protection. Create a circle of light around yourself, drawing in protective energy from all around. Connect to your higher source and ask for loving guidance. Okay? So you're a very powerful person. You have a lot of deep inner knowings about maybe some sort of energies that other people aren't familiar with. I feel like this has a lot to do with your family and your upbringing, the environment that you were brought up in. So you may be aware of things that others just aren't. And so it's difficult at times to talk about them openly, and that can create anxiety in your mind. And it can also create feelings of doubt within yourself, like, you know, I don't know, there's a lot of things I'm picking up on. However, I feel like in this message, it's good for you to focus on the truth and stay focused on the truth, and do your best not to feed any sort of old narratives or any sort of things like you're not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, you are simply doing your best to move through, transform these energies of, you know, whatever this is. It causes a lot of pain, and so it needs to stop. And for some reason, you have the courage, you have the justice mentality, you have the strength within you, the divine protection to heal these energies in your family. And I resonate. I know what this is, and just know that you're guided every step of the way. You have an immense ability to transform energy, to heal energy. And so, you know, at any point in time, it's like there's opportunities for you to release fear. Okay, as you face fears and release them, you're going to experience how supported you truly are. It's going to feel so empowering. You're going to have deeper understanding as to why your path is this way, and you're going to be very, very grateful for it. It's going to bring you such a deep sense of being alive and being human that there's no going back. Like, you're going to embrace this with a full open heart and such a peace about you that it's going to liberate you in so many ways. You're going to feel completely liberated, this isn't just about transformation and healing. This is about liberation and freedom, and understanding your purpose and how you fit in the world, and why these things aren't happening to you for no reason. There's profound reason why they're happening, and you are a very strong person. You're a very beautiful person inside and out. I can feel that. And you have a deep understanding of some things that are going to be very beneficial for so many people, because when you heal these things within yourself, you also heal them within the collective. Then the collective heart energy can feel this and bring immensely beneficial energy to areas where people maybe didn't have the courage before to do that. And so many people are benefited in such beautiful ways that are completely unknown to you because of your courage to heal this within yourself, okay? You've got to trust yourself right now more than ever. And we have know you belong, okay? Know you belong, number 19. I love this little white angel cat here. I feel like you have a lot of angelic support in the unseen, especially when it comes to little helpers like animals and ancestors, especially with the Egyptian feeling here of Mot, the fox here, the bees. There's a lot of energy surrounding you that's really alive, that's actively supporting you. And even in this card where the fairies fear to tread, it's like we are the human beings, we are the guardians of Earth. So it is our duty and responsibility to learn about our power and to learn how to be human beings. And when we do, there's such a magic that we experience, that to be fully human, to be fully connected to this experience, seen and unseen, there's nothing like it. Like, that's why we're here in these bodies, to experience Earth, to experience life. Like, it is everything. I was going to say some things there, but I'm just going to say, like, you have to experience it to know it and understand it. And so this is an opportunity. This is a birthright. This is something that you've always wanted to experience, even if you were unaware of it. And as you experience more and more of it, it's going to continue to guide you, and it's going to happen naturally. Like, there's something in here where you need to have this deeper understanding of what creates this type of energy in life so that you can bring a voice to it, bring a truth to it. There's something about revealing truth and healing yourself first, before you can really get out there and even be able to communicate what this is with the world. And so I feel like there's this energy here of protection, and you need to know that you belong. Like, you belong here. There's a reason why, these things have happened, and it's not to make you feel like you don't belong. Like, if you felt rejected or abandoned at any point in time, know that you belong, and your insight, your gifts, your talents are, there's something very powerful here that is yet to be revealed, okay? One step at a time. Let's see what else we have here. The dog. Loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. Wow. You have such a pure heart, okay? You have such a deeply pure heart. I can feel all of the angelic realms. I can feel the elementals. I can feel the animal spirits. I can feel all the guides around you. Like, during any times of sadness or grief, like, I feel them there for you, nurturing you in the most quiet, subtlest of ways, and yet it brings comfort and relief to your heart and soul. You are a very pure soul. You're very loyal. You're very unconditionally loving. Okay, so it's time for you to receive that feeling, that knowing within yourself, and that's what's on its way to you, okay? Don't be afraid to face any sort of fears or let go of anything that you know isn't serving you. It's all about learning, and it's going to show you how truly powerful you are. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of deep insight, and it's natural to feel fears and let go of certain things that we've always, grown up believing or knowing. However, it's all going to happen very naturally for you. It's all going to happen when it's supposed to. Okay, so just know that you're protected, you're supported, you're guided, that you belong here. Oh my goodness. We'll take this one here. Caring connections. I can feel that. Really tuning you into the caring connections, okay, that are always energetically supporting you in some way, shape, or form, whether it's your soul, your spirit guides, your team, your angels, your ancestors. I feel like there's even people in this world that, even if you haven't met them yet, if there are certain people in your life, like, they're going to show you right now more than ever that they care. And if there are people that you haven't met, you will. Like, there's certain people that I feel you connected to, soulmate level, energetically, that just enjoy caring for you, love caring for you, and you them. You're someone who, is able to experience these deeply caring connections because you are a deeply caring person, okay? So never give up on yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your love. Believe in the caring, beautiful person that you are, and know that you deserve that in return, okay? And it's like, you exist for those whom you exist for, and they exist for you. So I feel like this is a really beautiful affirmation to that, that you need to know that you are deeply loved and cared for, and that you belong here, and that, you know, it's like you are protected, okay? Whatever it is you're going through, as challenging as it is, it's going to be a point in time where I feel like when you look back, it's like you're going to recognize how powerful, you know, this time in your life is, and how it's allowing you to be who you really are. My goodness, the cards just want to fly out. I don't know if these, I feel like, you know, this is, okay, so there's a flow of prosperity. There's a flow of prosperous energy that is really circulating around you. It's like you're also flowing in it. There's almost some sort of resistance to these energies, where I feel like when you're feeling anxiety, or you're in this energy of anxiety or fear, it's almost like there's all of these spirit guides and there's all of these team that are coming in, and they're doing their best to connect with you and offer you like ways of shifting your mind, shifting your energy in subtle little ways that help you. And I almost feel like there's like a resistance to it, you know, where the anxiety or the energies of fear are more powerful. So this is a time where you're going to recognize that you are more powerful than any fears. You are more powerful than any negativity, any negative beliefs, thought programs, anything. Okay, so I feel like it's like this, they're going to keep nudging. It's like, it's not even nudging. It's like, they're just like, they're all around you all the time in a way that it's energetic. It's in your consciousness. It's in your, you know, the way that our brains connect with one another. And it's like recognizing that it's through the heart that we receive that connection in pure form. When we're only in our head and we have our heart closed off to things, it all becomes distorted, and we feel the fear because we're saying no to our own life force. We're saying no to that which provides life and vitality for ourselves, because we're just allowing the brain to operate instead of the heart to be the source of the thoughts. Okay, so there's something here where you need to know that this energy, this flow of prosperity is always available to you. So it's about embracing it and recognizing, I am in a flow of prosperity. Yoga is all about moving your body, getting the energy moving in your body. So it allows you to be in your body instead of in your brain. Whereas if you're like, I don't want to be in my heart right now, fine, you know, move your body then. And the spirit guides are kind of like that. They're like, you know, it's like when you're trying to work with someone, or you're doing your best to work with someone, and they're just going to be stubborn and not do it. So you're like, okay, but you're not going to give up on them, right? So there's this energy here where you need to see yourself like as your own spirit guide, as your own soul guide. If you don't want to entertain your heart right now, or feel like those words like opening my heart, get in your body, move your body, do some stretching, turn on the music, dance a little bit, go for a walk, you know, those sort of things that allow you to just be present with your body, where the mind can't really take over. Okay, peace offering peace to whatever grievances, whatever, you know, conflicts or disillusion type of distorted energies. Offer peace to the negative thoughts, offer peace to the people in your life that are, you know, bringing on any sort of distorted feelings or emotions. Do your best to see the other person's point of view. Do your best to put yourself in their shoes and just, you know, get a sense of why they're behaving the way they are instead of taking it personal. Do your best not to take it personal. I feel like there's something here with also the energy of trying and doing. Embody the energy more so of doing, like I'm doing this instead of I'm trying, because trying, we're never doing it. Trying is just like kind of like procrastination or prolonging the inevitable. When you're doing it, it's a whole different thing, right? So it's about embracing it in small steps every day. You know, instead of saying, well, I'm trying to be prosperous, for example, not saying that you're saying that, but just as an example, if we say, I'm trying to be prosperous, it's that feeling of no, like, you know, it's not that great of a feeling, whereas opposed to, I'm in a flow of prosperity. I'm in a flow of prosperity. You know, it's like knowing that you're in a flow of prosperity and not attaching it to certain things. Instead, just seeing you in an energetic, just see the energy, see yourself in the flow of prosperity. And prosperity is so many different things that we can identify with. It's not just money, right? Prosperity can be so many other things. So this is like a time of practicing being, doing, embodying who you really are, and not allowing yourself to have any excuses anymore, because your body is going to get to the point where you're going to have to face things in a way that you don't want to. Okay, so that's what it feels like. It's like the experience is always going to guide you towards healing, towards love, towards peace, and all of that. So you can't get it wrong. It's just about saying yes and surrendering to love and embracing it and finding ways that work for you. It's not so much about following like what other people do, and like you don't have to do everything like a guru says, like step by step, like, and a guru even's going to tell you just do what feels right for you, be your own guru. For me, yoga, I'm not really personally into yoga. However, I do love doing yoga poses at times. I'm more of a person though that likes to dance or walk or work out in the yard and move my body in those ways. I've been someone that's, I'm kind of like, I find my own way of doing things, right? So it's like we all have to find our own ways of doing things. And I feel like for you, that's really important to embrace. Do it your own way. Do what works for you, and don't be so concerned what other people think as far as like taking it personal. If you do your best to see their point of view, you can understand like where they're coming from. Then you don't take it personal. Maybe they see things a certain way because that's all they know. That's what they were taught. However, there's a better way. That you can choose to do things in your own way that benefit and serve you. And if it works, it works. You're doing it. Whatever brings you well-being, whatever takes care of you in a way that is, actually working, that's right for you. And that will ease anxieties and fears and worries and doubts and concerns, okay? Because I'm feeling like, it's not in anything in particular. It's an overall thing. When you're feeling anxiety, it reflects everything in your life in an anxious way. When you're embracing the truth, when you're embracing wisdom, justice, integrity, courage, peace, offering peace, just offer peace, no matter what it is. Just kind of like surrender to love and offer peace. It's you can let go of needing to prove yourself or holding on to certain ways of being. It's more so about just being in the love, being in peace, allowing ease and flow into your life. Letting go of fears. I am free and at peace. I am a free person living in a world that is a reflection of my own love and understanding. So again, it's really about opening up to love and deeper understandings. Why are these things occurring? Choose to learn from everything. That will ease anxieties and fears. When you choose to self-educate, when you choose to learn, looking to a book that interests you versus getting on social media, because social media is so random and it's so based off just, random things really. I find that if you can tune into something more solid, like a book that you've chosen, going to a bookstore, allowing your intuition to guide you towards something, and then even sitting down and reading it in one session, like 3 to 4 hours, you receive such profound epiphanies. To invest in yourself like that is self-love. You deserve to invest in yourself that much time and energy, which is really nothing at all. The more you do that, the more it connects you to your own true consciousness, the source consciousness, which opens up everything for you in such profound ways. So much better than spending hours and countless hours in anxiety and worry and fear day after day after day. I feel like this is your time to really break through some things. And I feel like it's about choosing to move and take action in your life with an open heart, to choose to connect with your heart in your body, while you're alive, because you are a very amazing, loving person, and your life is worth it. Your life is going to encourage you in that direction no matter what you do. It's always going to encourage you to open your heart, to live your life to the fullest, because this is your life. And it's whatever you choose, okay? And there's something here about being open to connecting to people on a deeper level. It's like when we connect in the heart, we can resolve so much. So it's like, it's just a matter of doing it. Okay? We didn't get a Bob Ross card here. We need to do that. I am at peace. I am a free person living in a world that is a reflection of my own love and understanding, okay? We have to let go of things from the past. and choose, you know, to embrace the future, choose to embrace who we really are, the energies that we want to experience in this life, and not make any excuses at all. Just go for it, okay? And you're calling this in. This is what you are calling in, and it's all amazing, okay? So trust yourself. You're doing amazing. We have the Eight of Clubs or the Eight of Wands. Now then, so the Eight of Wands, it's all about, right, like spiritual communication, divine communication, inspired communication, whether seen or unseen. I feel like the people you're going to be connecting with, even just walking down the street, you're going to receive positive communication and affirmation, okay? And it's going to affirm your energy, that you're in alignment, you're in the right place at the right time, you're in the flow. So it says, now then, let's wash the old brush. That's the fun part of this whole technique, okay? Shake off the excess and just beat the devil out of it. I love that, okay? I don't know if you guys have ever watched Bob Ross, but you know when he does that, it's so funny. I love this. This is so perfect, okay? It's like, this is the best part. Shaking loose all the devils and demons, facing all that. It's like, this is showing you what you're made of, okay? And this is the best part. And you're going to continue painting with that brush amazing things. Okay, this is about being in your body, really feeling your body, being happy that you're in your body, being happy that you are who you are. You know, you face things. And what is life if we don't face things? If we don't face things that are difficult and dark? And, you know, for you to be who you are and to be willing to heal these things, and then, you know, maybe at some point share the knowledge, you'd share your story. I can only imagine, you know, the beauty that not only you're going to experience, but the benefit and the beauty that others will experience, the appreciation, the gratitude. I mean, this is just really profound, okay? Do your best to embody gratitude. Remind yourself just gratitude, you know, energy of gratitude. And that will continue leading you towards the next right action and the next right action for yourself, okay? It's a process that I feel you're letting go of doubts and really surrendering to love, trusting yourself. Trust yourself. Just keep trusting yourself. Keep trusting yourself moving forward. I'm even feeling here like the fox energy, where the fox energy can be kind of, you know, mischievous and you know, coy, and it's been linked with, like, you know, little thieves and stuff like that. And here the fox has a little tear in his eye, like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like connecting with the characters that, you know, maybe are perceived as villains and seeing them actually as good people. You know, maybe not those specific people, however, not grouping everyone into same group, you know, like not being biased, you know. I don't know, there's something here about recognizing that it's all based on who you choose to be as a person. You know, just because you're a part of some group doesn't mean that you're, you know, a bad, I don't know, there's something here about recognizing that we're all responsible for our own behavior. It's like I'm seeing a group of people that may be considered like bad boys. Like, for example, like bad boys, like there's a group of bad boys. However, most of them are actually really good-hearted people, but there's like one or two that are really bad for real. And then the whole group gets labeled as bad. That's what I'm picking up on here. It's like recognizing that it's not like, just because you're a part of a group or you're, you know, seen in a certain way doesn't mean you're a bad person. And maybe there's some judgments around that. So it's just letting go of that and really allowing yourself to grow in your own maturity and recognize that, you know, no one's judging you. Anyone that's in their heart, anyone that's in those caring connections, anyone that's really worth moving forward with is not judging you, is not seeing you like that. It feels like so high school, you know, like cliquey and groupie. It's not like that. It's like you're maturing in your own ways and letting go of those past conditionings and attachments. And it's really beautiful. And I feel like you have a really awesome story inside of you that maybe one day you'll share with the world when you're ready. However, right now, it's like really time for you to just embrace this time in your life where you can be, you know, in a place where you can face any sort of fears and feel yourself completely before moving forward, okay? Do your best to be in your heart with every action you take moving forward. Approach everything with your heart. Allow your heart to guide you and let you know what's right or wrong. And don't be afraid to stand your ground or stand up for yourself. You know, I mean, that may be a part of it too, okay? Be in your integrity. Stand up for yourself. Do what you feel is right for yourself. And notice if when it's coming from your heart versus your head. If it's just coming from your mind, that's not really serving you. If it's coming from your heart, it is, okay? So feel, allow yourself to feel what's right, and you'll know what to do, okay? And I'll be back again very soon with more messages. So definitely, I want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in so much. Thank you. Thank you to my subscribers. I love you all infinitely. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe if the message resonates. I truly appreciate, and I feel so honored to be able to share these messages with you. I'm so grateful to do it. So thank you so much for being you. Be really good to yourself, and I'll be back again very soon with more messages, okay? All my infinite love as always. Peace.